It was this punk prayer by Pussy Riot in Moscow's main cathedral in 2012, judged obscene by the courts, that left members of the group serving prison sentences of up to 2 years. Now an amnesty approved by the State Duma on Wednesday will see the last 2 Pussy Riot prisoners released. In all, up to 25,000 people across Russia will be freed in an amnesty drafted by President Putin to mark the 20th anniversary of Russia's constitution. This figure includes about 6,000 people who would see charges against them dropped. Those convicted of violence against police would not be included, but those charged with hooliganism would be freed, and that would include the Greenpeace activists. This was how it all began for the environmental protesters. Late September, in the freezing waters off the north coast of Russia, state border guards ambushed the Greenpeace activists as they tried to scale an offshore drilling platform to protest about environmental damage in the Arctic. Their vessel, the Arctic Sunrise, was boarded, and the 28 activists and 2 journalists were arrested, charged with piracy, later reduced to hooliganism. They face 7 years in jail if convicted. The Arctic Sunrise was impounded. The team, now known as the Arctic 30, were imprisoned in a tough regime prison at Murmansk and later transferred to an old Soviet-era penitentiary in St. Petersburg before being released on bail after Greenpeace posted a $60 million bond. On Wednesday, the news they'd been waiting for over the last 3 months. The State Duma in Moscow passed a long-awaited amnesty bill that would include the activists.
We were illegally arrested. If this is a way for Russia to start celebrating more human rights, then I think, like everybody, I'd be overjoyed. But I'm not prepared to say I see that coming at this point.
All have been confined to a Petersburg hotel. For many of the activists, like Ana Paula Maciel from Brazil, prison was a horrifying experience.
The psychological terror of being actually 23 hours inside the cell and not knowing what was going on outside.
It's believed the amnesty decree will become law on Thursday, and the activists will be hoping they'll be able to leave Russia and be home in time for Christmas. Peter Sharp, Al Jazeera in Moscow.